Today I want to talk about why I canceled the agency, why I canceled paying to the agency and to all of the platforms, and why I'm doing my own leads and my own prospects, and I think it's the best. And here is how you can do the same, and what is the difference, what is the real difference between those two. So let's start with agencies. So I canceled the agency that I was paying, and I tried a bunch of them, and like I'm good with marketing, and the agency, the problem is they usually don't know your business. They don't know they don't know your clients. They don't know what's your best clients. They know how to set up technical things. They know, yeah, but that's really not the only part. It's actually a very, very small part of what needs to be done. The problem is they don't have time to explain that, and they don't really care that much to explain. The problem is the agency, on a good day, they can give me the lead maybe $25, $50, and the lead could be good. It could be like 10K job, 20K job, and it's a private lead. The problem is they still not ideal. They still not ideal from what you can get on your own. On your own, first one, I can go way lower. I can go to $5 to $10. My own private lead, there is nobody shared with. And another good point is the lead, or let's say prospect, he's in a certain way where he's not really shopping around that much yet. So I have way less competition on my way. Agencies usually not gonna able to do that. Even if they will be able to do that, they usually try to magnet your leads with words like discount, promotion. We're doing that without any promotions, without any discounts. So prospects, they don't expect to get some sort of a break on a cost. Another thing is you expect to pay about $1,500 to $2,500 on average per month for agency. Usually the way it's done, they just subcontract it to a person who they will be paying maybe $600 to $1,000 a month, and realistically even that person is not even working on your project full-time anyway. So it's kind of a copy-paste. If you're lucky, then you maybe get good results. Most of the time, I really doubt that you probably don't have good results if you try that. So for that reason, agencies really overcharging you, and there are ways you can get the same person for $600 a month to control all your paid traffic. And the agencies are usually good to control paid traffic, like social media or search. Though if you don't want to do it yourself, if you want to hands off, then you can hire someone who's going to do it. But agency is going to be overkilling. The next one is platforms. Platforms are any platform that's farming client accounts. Like there are a lot of them, a lot of platforms, and you can have contractors there, realtors, and all other people. The problem with platforms, obviously, it's like a huge pile. Right now, there is nothing new about it. Maybe like 10 years ago, it was all right. Right now, there is nothing special. They just bunch of accounts together, and the clients are lost in the same way you lost when you're looking for somebody else. You get like thousands of options, and basically you can't really choose. The problem with them, when the platform is advertising, let's say on Google, and they grab a lead, they paying obviously money for clicks, and they have to monetize it. And since they only get a small cut because they're trying to sell you a lead like for a very minimum amount, they actually forced to resell this lead left and right. And the problem is you get like leftovers from the table. Like you get the leads, you get prospects that not really involved. They couldn't find contractors on their own. They try friends, they try browsing the internet, then they found the platform and like, okay, let me drop my stuff here, let's see what happens. And then you guys fighting for it, like you just fighting for leftovers from the table. There is nothing good there. On the platforms, most likely you're gonna have only two options to succeed. You gotta be on the top, like really on the top, you're gonna be really visible, or you gotta be the cheapest guy. Then you probably okay. Everything in the middle just gets like that. And the last thing would be is obviously if you can run your own stuff. Your own stuff requires some knowledge, but there are like huge benefits in running it. First, you don't need to pay no one. It's all organic, and there are a bunch of ways how to do that. Bunch of ways online, bunch of ways offline, but it's all free. Or even if you decide to pay someone to speed the process, you don't need to pay to the agencies, you don't need to pay to platforms. The only problem is that it's a small learning curve, and you gotta learn from someone who's experienced in that, obviously. But the good thing is that you're in a full control, and you can't really negotiate with the agency, or agency will negotiate with you how they should run it. Because honestly, they don't really know your business anyway. Most likely they don't know who's your ideal client, they don't know what sells best. They just wanna sell stuff and show you that they supplying you like a cheaper lead, which most likely will be not good. You know yourself. And there are other ways, obviously referrals. Referrals are the must. Like if you're running the business, you gotta do referrals. And flyers, signs, networking, and other stuff. It only works in a combination with other things, and only works in a certain way. Like you can't just really rely on it on its own. You can't just print hundreds of thousands of 10,000 of flyers, brochures, and really think it's gonna work. It works, but you gotta know your variables. If you know your variables, you can be okay with any type of marketing. It's just not really efficient way to do, and you don't have a direct feedback from that type of marketing. It's harder to control. So I hope that video gave you some clarity, and if you need some help setting this up, let me know.